Once again, the horrid cacophony of ephemeral questions rings faintly, yet inescapably in the back of my mind. I feel every muscle in my body tense up as an inexplicable chill runs through my body. Oh, okay, no, they used inescapable and inexplicable. They're just really similar words. I need to calm down so I can at least try and think this all through rationally. Just think happy thoughts. Just like they brought up at the last wing. Or was it the place before? Or actually, I think I first heard it from... No, not now. Just happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. As my breathing finally steadies into a calm, predictable rhythm, I simply lay back and look towards the stark white ceiling. My eyes are just ever so slightly glassy, but I can't even bring myself to cry. I can't even remember what I was thinking so hard about. The poem and novel both disappear in the blink of an eye. And so, feeling just as lost and confused as ever, all I can do is watch as another day passes, same as it ever was. Chapter 4, First Lunch. A couple hours ago, I had what they called my first lunch. It wasn't terrible. Lukewarm, a little messy, nothing sharp enough to choke on. And somehow that felt generous, for now. I hadn't expected much. Maybe just a corner seat, a silent meal, a forgettable half hour before I disappear back into the walls. But instead, I wasn't alone. One of the girls from my class sat with me. The one I hadn't spoken to yet. Her. Walking into the cafeteria, I shuffled in alongside the other students. Some sat in small groups, talking quietly. Others isolated themselves. I followed the line and picked up a tray. A lady served me Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes on the side, placing it gently on the tray. I found a seat near the end of the row and sat down. I started eating, slowly, mostly to pass the time rather than to enjoy it. Suddenly, a tray thudded softly across from mine. She sat down like she'd been waiting to. Or like I'd already agreed.
Hi.
Hey. She eyes down my food and I both.
You looked like you were having a quiet conversation with your food.
Not much of a talker today.
That's fine. You don't have to speak all the time.
She placed her tray down, untouched. I thought I'd be eating alone.
Most people do at first. You picked a good corner.
Corners are reliable, I guess.
They are. They don't ask for much. They let you face the room without being in it.
Yeah, well, not so much now. I chuckle slightly. She does too. Do you always sit with strangers?
No, but you didn't feel like one.
Do I know you?
No, but sometimes people don't have to be familiar to feel that way.
I let the silence return, but she doesn't seem to mind it. She doesn't feel it either. We sit in a comfortable stillness, her sigh breaking the silence.
Today just feels like a day to sit still.
This place makes that easy.
It does, but stillness and emptiness aren't the same.
I keep thinking I'm waiting for something.
Maybe you are. Maybe it's already come and gone. Sometimes we don't notice the shift until we're already standing in a different version of ourselves.
She reaches into her pocket, pulls out a small folded paper and sets it quietly next to my tray. She stands before I can ask anything else. Her tray barely untouched. Well, it's either untouched or it's not. It's not the kind of thing. It can be barely. She walks away without looking back. I unfold the paper carefully. Like it's made of something thinner than paper. Something that might slip through if I don't read it fast enough.
A handless clock. There's a clock. A handless clock. A clock that just keeps ticking. But no one knows the actual time. It's easier if you listen carefully to the ticks. To guess the time, the beat, the rhythm. To ask, what do you wish? Sometimes I imagine hands. Just late. Maybe they moved when I blinked too long. But if the ticking stops, if that sound ever disappears, I'll have to admit, there was never a clock at all.
I stare down at the poem a while longer, tracing each word with my eyes as if it might shift or dissolve if I dare to blink. And just like that, before I could fully think it, reality bent to meet the thought. I glance up. She's already standing. Her tray sits untouched still. It looks like she's going to throw it all away. She doesn't say goodbye. She doesn't even look back. She just turns and walks. Why does everyone do that? Wait! My voice barely makes it past my throat, raspy, fragile, like the air is resisting it. My hands deal unsteady. Deal? There's a tension crawling up my spine, tightening the longer I sit there. By the time I push myself up from the table, she's already halfway across the cafeteria. Do you reckon they meant feel? And I think it would be my hands feel, or no, I guess one of your hands could feel unsteady. But it would be my hand feels unsteady or my hands feel unsteady. Whatever. Anyway, no hesitation, no pause, no trace of indecision. Just gone, like that's how it was always supposed to end. Hey! But the name doesn't come. And then I realize, of course it doesn't. I never asked. I never asked. She never offered. And now that she's gone, even the idea of a name feels distant. Slipping backward into some quiet place in my head I can't access anymore. I step into the hallway before the thought even registers. My body moves first, faster than my mind can keep up. It would be than. My world outside the cafeteria feels wrong somehow. She was just here. Wasn't she? I keep walking. Faster now, eyes scanning every wall, every doorframe. But there's no sign of her. What? Who are you? My heart's beating intensely. It's drowning out my thoughts. I stop. I turn in a slow, uncertain circle. I don't remember what happened next. Only the pressure of hands on my shoulders, too firm to ignore, too soft to trust. Voices around me, speaking in pieces I couldn't hold on to. And the hallway dimming at the edges, folding in on itself like a closing eye. Chapter 5. Unrecognized. The next day drifts in quietly, hardly a whisper different from the one before. I've been sitting here for what might be hours, caught somewhere between awake and asleep. I tilt my head a little, laying myself into a more comfortable position. But just as the quiet starts to pull me under...
Hey!
I'm a bit startled by the sudden approach. Hey.
I thought maybe you'd fallen asleep.
Almost.
You look tired, even more than usual.
There isn't much to fill the day with, is there? She lingers a moment before speaking again.
Leaves your mind empty enough to wander.
Yeah, more than I want.
I used to drift off like that too. Like my thoughts were walking ahead of me. And I kept losing sight of where they went.
Yeah, like I'm chasing something I already forgot.
Right. Like you're always almost there. But it never really arrives.
So, what did you do? When it felt like your mind was slipping out from under you?
I tried to hold on to the really quiet pieces. The ones that felt small enough not to vanish.
And did they stay?
Some. But most melted right through. But I kept hoping maybe the next day the moment would be clearer. If I kept pretending, maybe something would shift.
Did it?
Nope.
She says it simply, with a hint of sadness. And then what?
I made the rain stop.
What do you mean?
Not the world, just me. My rain clouds. I stopped standing where the rain could reach me.
You mean you hid?
No, not that. I just stopped waiting for the sunshine.
She says it like a secret. Like something fragile but already decided. That sounds heavy.
It was. But I didn't carry it.
Then who did? She looks at me for a decent amount of time, not answering. Eventually she speaks up again.
You've been holding a lot, haven't you?
I think I forgot what I was even carrying.
That happens. The weight stays even after the name disappears.
Or the names disappear. I glance down. There's something beside me on the chair. Another folded page. Familiar in its shape. Soft at the edges. She slides it toward me gently. This time, someone finally waits without walking off. I unravel the page. It's blank. Or if it was supposed to say something, it bugged out. I don't know how long I've been staring at the poem. The paper rests in my hands. But it feels heavier than anything I've carried in years. Like the words on it aren't being read, but somehow returns to me. My throat feels tight. I blink once, twice, trying to steady my focus, but something inside is already slipping. What is this for? My voice comes out shakier than I expected. What does this mean? The edges of my vision go a little soft. Not blurry, just distant. It feels like the world is pulling back from me, one quiet inch at a time. Why would you give this to me? What is this supposed to tell me? What am I supposed to do with this? I can feel it now. A slow ache in my chest. A pressure building behind my ribs. Is this some kind of message? Is this supposed to be mine? Did I write this? Why does it feel like I've heard this before? I lift my head, my voice sharper now, my breath coming faster. Tears have started to gather at the corners of my eyes, but I don't know what's causing them. There's no name to this feeling. No shape to it. Just a flood, rising without warning. I start to raise my voice. What does it mean? Why does it feel like I'm supposed to know? Why does it feel like I've already lost whatever this is trying to remind me of? My voice echoes against the quiet walls, and still the girl beside me doesn't move. She doesn't flinch, doesn't speak. She just watches me with that soft, unreadable gaze like none of this is a surprise. I begin to plead, my voice slowly breaking in the process. Say something! Please, anything! I don't even know why I'm crying. That might be the worst part. I don't know who you are! Why give this to me? Why do I feel like I've been here before? Like I'm missing something? The words crumble in my mouth. There's nothing left to chase. I look at her. Truly look. And for a moment I feel the world shift beneath me. And then, just when I think she won't say anything at all, she does.
I'm doing what's best for you, Hallie. I'm doing what's best for everyone.
Chapter 6. Treefall, coming October 25th, 2017. Oh wait, no. Not coming to October. That's the date of the incident. Ha! One day until the festival. It feels kind of relieving to say that. Honestly, I'm even looking forward to it a little. Standing outside Sayori's door, I let the cool air touch my face. It's been a few days since we really talked. She's been different lately, not her usual self. So I figured maybe it's time I checked in. I knock on the door. Nothing. I press the doorbell. A faint sound, her door unlocking. Looks like the doorbell finally did the trick. She opens the door slowly. Her voice is light, but her eyes don't match it.
Hallie, what are you doing here?
Hey, just thought I'd check in, see how you've been holding up.
Shouldn't you be with Monica? I thought you two had something planned today.
Yeah, we do, but I had some time. Mind if I come in for a bit?
I guess it wouldn't hurt. Sure, come in.
I step into Sayori's house. Everything's tidy, especially the kitchen, cleaner than I remember. I ease into the chair across from her, letting my jacket slip off onto the backrest. So, what have you been up to? Looks like you finally cleaned the kitchen. There's a quiet pause from across the table.
Nothing special, just working on pamphlets about the festival.
She glances off to the side, forcing a smile.
Which I should probably get back to.
That's true, I should have figured. The silence grows between us, tight, uncomfortable. It's starting to get to both of us. Sayori, is something bothering you? Her voice folds in on itself before it finishes. Also, oh my goodness, there's something just slightly off with how her chin connects to the sprite. You can see it like here and here. I think it might be like the body probably needs shifted like slightly to the side.
I can't tell you.
Sayori, whatever's telling you, I'm not going to judge. And something feels off. This heavy, sinking feeling, like something's about to break. I'm here, okay? I'm not going anywhere.
You don't have to keep trying like this. You could be with Monica, helping out with the event. You have better things to do. I'm just making things harder. If I weren't so weak, or so stupid, I wouldn't be wasting your time.
Sayori, where is this coming from?
You've always been kind, even when I felt undeserving. Sometimes it feels good, but then I hate myself for it. The better things seem, the heavier the guilt gets. I smile, laugh, pretend it's okay. But inside it's not.
Then help me understand.
It's not that simple. I wish it was. I wish I could just tell you what's wrong and feel better. But it doesn't work like that. I'm just going to track you down.
That's not true. Sayori, you keep acting like being cared about is some kind of mistake. But it's not. You matter. You always have. She falls quiet. Tears begin to gather in the corners of her eyes.
Hallie, you're doing exactly what I don't want you to do. Right now, I'm insignificant.
don't care about the festival right now. You're not insignificant. I know you're hurting. I don't know exactly how much or for how long, but I wish you'd told me. Why didn't you?
Throughout my life, I've had a very severe case of depression. It's followed me for so long I can't remember a time without it. That's why I feel the way I do. That's why I say the things I say. I really wish today wasn't that day.
Her voice is quiet, but it hits harder than anything else she said. I tense up, my hand curling against my sleeve as I try to steady my breath. Sayori, of course I would have wanted to know this sooner, but don't be ashamed of telling me now. I'm glad you did. Listen to me. I take a breath, shifting in my seat. I know everything feels hopeless, like nothing's going to get better, but it will. You're not alone. You have me. You have Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. They all care about you. I care about you. If you want to tell only me, that's okay. I just need you to know that I'm not leaving.
I think I need to be alone right now.
She stands up quickly and walks upstairs. But I can't leave her like this. I follow her.